Alright, so in today's video, we are watching a Silver 5 Zarya on PC, and they say, I am new to Overwatch. When I first started, I thought all the different characters made the game overwhelming, and I never knew how to play, but I've come to discover that Zarya is my favorite character in the game. I just think that she's the most fun by far. First of all, whenever you play a game like Overwatch, and heck, I mean, we just played Marvel Rivals recently, that's what happens. There's a lot of stuff that happen, and anytime I played a new game, a lot of what can be overwhelming in the game as you understand. This is why I always say, the more you understand what the other heroes do, it's a lot easier to know how to react to what those other heroes do. If you feel like you just started Overwatch, and like say someone right now is watching and you're new to Overwatch, that's totally gonna happen. Start to eventually find ways to like understand what all the heroes do, and then you'll start to, the game will slow down a bit. And as the game slows down, the improvement happens. That's how usually it goes, because it can be really fast right now, but then when it slows down, it gets a lot better. This game felt never-ending. Just based on stats, it looked like I carried as I had the most of limbs and damage, but it didn't feel that way at all. Most of the time, it kind of felt like I was dead weight for my team, and that I wasn't contributing much. I thought my supports were great. That's rare to hear. My DPS seemed to struggle at times. Okay, there we go. That's the flip side of it. But then hard carry at other times, and I just felt kind of useless. It was a fun game, and I would appreciate any advice on how to improve. One thing I do struggle with is I never know when to bubble myself or to bubble my team. Well, I will tell you, it is very important to understand bubble timings when you're playing this game. That I can absolutely say, just so you know. Okay, here we go. Your team is up there. All right. Okay, so I do want to say, when you're on Zarya, bashing can be really good against you. So, okay. So you said you're new to the game, and I'm gonna, you know what we're gonna do? Because you're new, I'm also gonna start you on a really, I'm gonna start you on like a good habit to have as a tank player. Okay? You see this cover here? Do you see your HP? How it was super low? Use cover to hide, and just wait a second. Be patient, okay? When you overextend like that, that's how you fall over, and like you're lucky they didn't get you there. Also, just a little side note here. If you look bottom left, you see that little purple thing? Your bubble can cleanse that, so sometimes if you really want to waste a bubble, like I say waste a bubble, but if you need to use a bubble to get healed up quickly, you can do that, and that will actually get rid of like the support passive, or the DPS passive, which reduces healing. Okay, now you don't have a bubble, so you want to play a little bit slower. It's working. I'll let you get away with this. Okay, so the Bastion. The Bastion's gonna shred you. Little side note here, because I do want to talk about this also with the Bastion there. Remember, like, when you're playing Zarya, you don't need to, like, use your bubble when you're at 98, right? You can have a little bit of wiggle room. You don't need to keep, you don't need to be at 100 energy the whole time. It felt like you almost used your bubble there because you felt like you had to keep your energy up. But in reality, that's what you don't want to do. Because you're at like, you can let it go to 70, 80%. Save your bubble for a better spot so you can use it as a survivability tool more than you use it just to get your energy up. Right? Especially when you get your energy rolling. Because the worst thing you can do is overuse your bubbles and you'll just fall over eventually. So you have no bubble, this is where you want to play a little bit safer. Good health pack awareness. Right click here. In situations, I wanted to see those right clicks come out sooner. What rank is this? I think it was silver. You can bubble that. Nice bubble. And remember, you can stand in the center of that if you want to, and that will get rid of, like, it will save your whole team during that. Yep. Yeah, so I already want to say, like, one thing you can work on right away when you start playing is remember to use your position with bubbles and to, like, time your bubbles correctly. Don't spam your bubbles. Anytime you spam your bubbles, that's how you fall over. You're probably going to get away with making those plays in the rank that you're in currently because a lot of players have the tendency to, like, say, don't shoot bubble, don't shoot bubble. And a lot of the time what happens is you get a lot more space than you will as you climb ranks. So as you climb ranks, you're going to get less of that space. So you have to use your bubbles more efficiently. And the moment you overuse your bubbles, you just fall over. Like, people will shoot your bubbles just to get rid of your bubbles, and you'll fall over. So remember that, okay? Good job going up the stairs there. Good position on that. I like that. Wait this out for a second now. Don't go in and don't grab this. Yo, you know, honestly, that wasn't a good grab, but I'm glad you grabbed that. That was amazing. Honestly, like, that was not a good grab for you because they had tree up and they were like, your teammates can't follow up on that. But at the same time, I'm just glad we got to see that. That was great. Good res. Remember how I talked about bubble usage? You over bubbled, but at the same time, you're just getting a limb there. So, can you see that again? I can show it again for 1 second. Watch. So the tree's there, and then they put the pedal on the tree, and then as they grab, it goes up, so it takes it with them. See? By the way, you also mentioned how you feel like you were doing a lot of damage. When you're playing against a diva who kind of wide peaks a lot, and you're playing against like Bastion, your damage is going to be high. So like, sometimes don't fully look at your damage output as like what's actually happening, because sometimes you're going to do a little bit more damage to the diva, especially if they're playing mid-range on you. Because you can do 400 damage to them without demeching them, but you're going to constantly do damage, right? You're going to do more consistent damage. A DPS player may only need 250 damage to get in the limb. You're not going to be able to fall up on the limbs as much, so your damage could be really high. Sorry. Remember, positioning. Don't necessarily sit in the middle. You want to hide. Nice wall cover. Now wait, though. Think about this part of the map as like a choke. That the worst thing you can do is by giving them free damage. Right now, you start talking about bubbling your teammates, bubble your casts. All right, you ended up bubbling somebody else, but like still, that's a good opportunity to bubble. What are we doing today? We'll be playing ranked once the patch is out. I'm catching up on some spectators because I had because we were traveling for the event a couple days ago. I had 5 days off, which is rare, so I need to catch up on all the days that we missed video-wise. This will also create a good backlog for the week. There you go. Good thing you had Sir Dank Memes getting you in a limb there. Does the patch impact anything big? Oh, yeah. This is a huge tank patch. Now, obviously, we don't know specifically how it's going to play. Tanks could be way better. They could be still around the same. They could be a little bit better. We don't know. But, like, there's certainly going to be a change for tanks. So tanks are gonna benefit the most from this patch. That is for sure. Do I think it might help Mercy's tank healing? Nope. The DPS pass is the problem there. That's a different shift they have to look into. Good job backing up. Remember, right clicks are important at range. One thing that, by the way, if you want to grab there, you can grab because they're out of mech. I do want to point something out. They're on the cart, by the way. I just want to point out they are on the cart. The cart is being pushed. I just want you to know that. All right, wonderful. Good thing you checked the cart to make sure. That was great. I'd play the song here, but I have to keep up with the timings on this one, so we can have the editor put in the song there. There we go. Risky grab, but it worked. Positioning. Okay. You're making some good plays, but I think you really need to focus on positioning. Use that wall cover. Hide. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to lose as much energy as you think you will, and it gives you timing on bubbles, okay? Stop default to low ground. Notice how all your teammates are up there and you're on low ground right now? Bastion shreds Zarya. Bastion shreds Zarya. I want to point that out. Bastion is so good against Zarya. Bubble your Mercy behind you in that situation if you want to, right? You're asking about who to bubble? If you see your teammates getting attacked, it's okay to bubble them because you're more than likely going to get decent energy. At the very least, they survive or become a target that is good there. So, you're going to get shredded again. You're going in the middle. You're gravitating towards the middle, right? A lot of players, what will happen is you'll start in good position, and as the team fight goes, your positioning gets worse. Use cover. Use cover. So, not the best defense. It wasn't like terrible though at the same time. You know what I mean? So, yep. No, the whole stream isn't just mod reviews today. I'm catching up on like the days that we weren't on. Replay codes reset in 1 hour. So this is just catching up with the stuff that we do. We're gonna be playing plenty of Overwatch today. We have major tank changes. Don't you worry. All right. And we have drops all week. So you know there's gonna be a lot of long streams on top. Well, we already do long streams, but you know what I mean. Like even longer streams. All right. For example, by the way, if you have a Venture right now, bubbling them would be perfect. Like that, you know, you talk about like, okay, who should I bubble? I don't know when to bubble. Like you have a Venture, right? So imagine, I want you to think about it this way. If the other team has a Venture and they're in your back line and then they're getting bubbled, you're probably not going to have a good time, right? So it's a good opportunity to go and bubble your Venture so they can get value. Bubble your Reaper so that way they become unkillable. And that's like where you can find a lot of value with bubbles. Right now you're using a lot of self bubbles, and I feel like you're almost worried about making your energy stay at 100, but sometimes it's okay to like sit at that 70 range, right? And give value to your teammates because they're going to either win the team fight for you and you're going to win the game, right? Or you're going to get energy, or you're going to get space creation. All of it's a positive, right? I can't miss pain. I'm glad you enjoy. Let's go. Yeah, it actually really... and I don't know, maybe I have to look deeper into it, but I feel like the Spectating series is starting to take off a lot more than it ever has. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but I feel like it's starting to take off a lot more, which is cool. Cool to see. I also feel like we're just giving you better quality Spectatings now, and I'm bringing more energy to my Spectatings in a way because like we're making it good, so it's good. I'm happy with that. Good job going for the Sigma. Nice. Good backline dive there. Now, like right now, like bubble your Mercy. Wonderful. Now, you know what? You got 10 energy for that, but why was that a good bubble? Because your Mercy, who was at half HP and could have died there, survives that, and you make a good team fight. So that was a good spot. Great bubble. And that's why that's a good bubble, because like it's on about getting the energy. Bubble your Reaper. Your Reaper. Okay, you tried to? Okay, you did bubble him. Nice. Perfect. You see that? A low HP Reaper goes in there. Yeah, they get killed by the Sojourn, but you are able to get in the limb, and they survive something where they normally would have gotten rolled there, and now you win the team fight. Nice job. Bubble your Venture. I would have tried to bubble your Venture there, but maybe it was a timing. There you go. Nice. I would recommend going top right here, or actually no, you have... By the way, when you play Zarya, you have the ability to get movement, so like if you go right here and you right-click, so what you do is you do the damage into the ground and then jump. And then damage into the ground, then jump, and guess what? You're on high ground. You might even be able to clear it right here. I don't know the exact. You might be able to do it there, but like to be safe, you can do it in 2 jumps. But I think you might be able to do it in 1. And then you're on high ground, just like that. Don't have to take stairs, don't have to do anything else. There you go. Bubble? Good bubble. Perfect. Wait for it. Patch notes sometimes are the day before or right when the patch is out, so... I mean, I'm okay with that grab. They can kind of lift it up, though. I mean, you know what? You got ults out. Good bubble on yourself. I mean, you could have bubbled somebody else, too, but I don't even know if anybody needed it. Good job. Good aggression. Good play. Good melee. Nice. Good sequence. I mean, you said you're new to Overwatch, too. In general, I don't think you're playing that bad. You have some good habits, and you have some things you need to work on, especially like your position, but like that's gonna come with time. Nice. Don't be afraid to right-click sometimes if you get kind of lost, because your right-click AoE damage can do a lot of damage on hard, too. Okay. You can do like right-click melees, too. Things like that could be really good combos. But it's all working out. Nice. What's the trick? You shoot into the ground with your right click and jump up at the same time. Like shoot then jump. Yep, yeah, exactly. You can boop them with the right click too. Not bad. I mean, that was a good attack. I mean, that was a really good attack actually. So I'm happy to see that. Okay, let's continue on here. Ooh, they went Mauga. They have Mauga bashing against you right now. This is where you got to be extra careful of your position. Bubble your Venture. Like right there, like you talk about bubbles, like you want to bubble your Venture there because your Venture's in deep. So like, you're going to get the energy from Venture, and then you're in a good spot. Also, they're on point right now. I swear if they cap that point. I swear if they cap that point. Okay. They're off the point now. You're good. Yeah, that's where like you would want to go for a right click. Oh, positioning. You're in there too long. Just back out. Back out. It's okay to slightly reset. You don't have to constantly take team fights. You don't have to constantly take team fights. Nope. That's on you. Just back away for a second. That's it. Like, just go hide behind a wall. Give yourself an extra second to get the... You know what I mean? Takes a couple seconds. That's it. All right. That's fine. I mean, we don't know how tank's gonna be yet because the patch isn't out yet, but the new patch should help with tank when they see the patch. Wait. You can grab this if you want. Watch out for the Arista Javelin spin, though. Oh, you're dead. That's why bubble usage is so important. That's on your bubble usage. And unfortunately, Sir Dank memes won't be able to reg it. That's why bubble usage is important. Certainly a decision by your Pharah to use that ultimate there. That's for sure. That certainly was a decision. Careful, careful. You're wide peeking too much. Careful. Good grab. Wow, the damage follow-up was rough there. Uh-oh. 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 Right click, right click, right click, right click. That's where you want to right click, by the way. There's so many targets there. Oh, in that situation, that's where I want to see you, like, kind of get more right clicks in there. I think you can really benefit from getting those right clicks. I think you were a missed opportunity on that one. That will give you more AoE damage and more value. You might have been at, like, I want to say around 35% ult charge here, maybe 40% if you just right clicked into that whole group of people on the card. Because you're not going to win that anyway at that point, right? On that team fight. What rank is this? Silver. And they're new to the game. Positioning. You're gonna bubble now. Now you have positioning. Yep. Hide. You don't have to constantly take team fights like this, okay? There you go. This is a good play. Good decision to go back. This is a good decision. No. Don't. Back up. Back up for a second. You don't have bubbles. Look at your bubble timing. Just yeah. Hide. Don't. Okay. You know what? It is what it is. Okay, now you can stay here now. You're good. Your teammates are back. I just want to see you, like, get your bubbles up. Did right click into the grab. It's situational on the right click into the grab because, like, sometimes if they're AoE healing like they were, you're going to be better off single targeting somebody. It's situational. Positioning again. Positioning. No. Don't wide peek. Okay. Once again. I want you to see what you're doing. You see how, like, you don't have cooldowns? The best thing you can do in that situation is just hide behind the cart, and then you're going to be good to go, right? Like, that's going to be your best play. So try to play a little bit more like that, all right? When you don't have bubbles, unless you're shredding them, think about it as, like, if I don't have bubbles, default to playing a safer style, and then be aggressive when you have bubble rotations. Good grab. I might get him off the cart. It did it? That's where you would right-click. That is where you right-click, by the way, for a second. Because it wasn't both supports there, so you'd be able to get a little bit more value on that. The previous one, you would left click somebody. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, your bubble usage just needs work. Mid-season patches in less than an hour. Less than an hour. Yeah, you can submit codes. If you don't get picked for one, yeah, you can still submit codes again. Just don't, like, we have people who sometimes will, like, post their codes, like, 8 times in a row. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have one more spectating after this. Yeah, I mean, I will say you're also kind of playing against what is considered a difficult comp for you, so, like, yeah, you can make Zarya work here, but you need to use cover a lot more efficiently. Oh yeah, I mean, I think they're going to certainly climb. Because they're being new to Overwatch, it's just, they need to just really recognize, like, their positioning is a part of why they fall over sometimes. I also want to see more of these right clicks. These right clicks can be super important. Like, anybody can, like, go and play Zarya and hold left click down on people, right? Like, that is a lot of what you do on Zarya, but the right clicks are really what can set you apart from how good a Zarya's playing. Like, you see that Sojourn high ground? You didn't choose to throw a right click up there, right? You throw a right click up there in the Sojourn, they're at half HP, they're out of the team fight. Things like that, those little plays can help you a ton. Good body block there. Now, like, right now, I'd bubble your Reaper. Actually, no, I'd bubble you. I was gonna say I'd bubble your Reaper, but your Reaper fell back. Now, right click, right click. This is where the right clicks are important. You see them? Look at this. This is where you want to right click. Yeah, you can do this, but, like, just... Bubble on Reaper's fine. Pharah behind you. Oh, they're a ground Pharah. I feel like there's a lot more ground Pharahs now anyway because of, like, the changes recently in the past. Whew, this is a long game. Holy crap. It's been going a while, huh? Well, yeah, that's why I'm trying to, like, let them know to, like, kind of put more right clicks in there because the right click value is so good. Another terrible idea. Thanks to the 15 months with the Phoenix Prime. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Positioning's key. You can grab, by the way, a little trick you can do here is that you can grab the wall right there and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So they're going to be on, like, the other side of the wall and your teammates are in follow-up range. Don't be afraid to, like, use the wall to grab. And what I mean by that is remember when they were stacked right here? If you throw your grab right here, it will pull, like, this Moira in, right? And when they were all close there, if you threw the grab there, you would have had follow-up from both sides, and you would have cut off some of their ability to help them. So look for opportunities like that, too, sometimes. This is going to be a good grab, though, I can already tell. Yeah, single target the more down. Good job. Bubble yourself out. Perfect bubble timing. Orisa will fall over in a second. You have plenty of time. Nice. But yeah, when you use right clicks, it's going to have a bit of a lob to it. That just comes with practice, right? Like, the right clicks, like, it's not going to be like a hit scan, just like, you have to, like, definitely learn the range, but as you play more Zarya and you understand that range, it gets a lot easier. So, at least in my opinion. Why'd the Moira ult? I don't know. They were just want to hit buttons. So, waste the bubble. Also, one thing that you're going to want to learn as you learn more about, like, playing the game, think about what the heroes can do to you, damage-wise, to where your bubble's effective. Like, for example, if I have a Moira in front of me, unless they're ulting me, I'm probably not going to... Good idea, by the way. Great right-click idea there. That was great. Understanding they're going to go for the health pack. Like, there's certain heroes that won't give you that energy, so you don't really need to bubble against a Moira right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You could have bubbled your Reaper, like, if you knew that was coming. Sometimes you can hit tab and just see what they have. That could be helpful. Look behind. Save your teammate. I mean, that's fine. You can tank that anyway, so, unless they're all on top of you. Right-click up now. See what that bash is? I want you to throw right-clicks up there. You don't even have to see them. You know where they are. Just throw a right-click up there.
This ends now.
Nice. Grab. I mean, it worked. You got someone. Nice. To your right, you hear a Sojourn. Definitely get the Sojourn. Mercy. And you're going to cap the point. Wow. This is a game so far. No wonder this is a 30-minute game. Holy crap. No wonder it's 30 minutes. This is ridiculous. TP. TP. They disappeared. Where could they be? They TP'd. Yeah, that's what they took a Symmetra teleporter. Simtar's behind you. Don't do this. You don't have bubbles. Be careful. Kill the Sim turrets. Tough. That's a tough one. I do want to see you get better with your right clicks, though. I feel like you're missing out on some good opportunity to... Remember, when you right click them, though, it also boops them, too. Right? So if you, like, right click them, it can also boop them, too, which can be super helpful. Behind you. You hear your teammates. This is where you want to help your team. Even if, like, you don't need to necessarily help them, if you hear a Sombra behind you, just double check to make sure your teammates are okay, because you can bubble off the virus, which is, like, a majority of their damage. If for some reason you get your bubble in time... Oh, okay. Well, that's... Holy crap. All right. Good job. All right. Can your team win this now? Let's find out. Can EMP stop Zarya's grab? Like, if you already grabbed them? No. Good job bubbling your Reaper. Excellent bubble choice there, by the way. Excellent bubble choice. Now hide for a second. Bubble your Reaper again if you want to. I mean, your Tracer's fine. I would recommend more of your Reaper just to, like, lead them in. But, not bad. Now, that Orisa is really trying to tank, that's for sure. Good job. Watch for the Reaper. Right click. This is where you want to right click, by the way. You see, like, the opportunity you have there. Find the timings on those right clicks. You're going to be at, like, 75% alternative now. And that's how you build those really quick grabs. Perfect. I mean, this is coming down to a last team fight. All right. not bad. By the way, be patient here. All right? They're on Mercy Lucio. You can grind this team down. Right-click the Torb. If they're gonna sit there, by the way, if the Torb is gonna sit there, just right-click their turret down and kill them. Bubble your, Actually, you have no bubble, so... You should win this. Yeah, you should win this. Huge! GG's. Good job. It's always good winning those grind games, right? Nice. An 8-7 victory. You don't see that every day, do you? All right, so one thing I want you to really focus on as you're improving is you really want to start getting better at your right clicks. I think like adding right clicks in will be super important. I want you to focus on cover when you don't have bubbles. Prioritize hiding behind walls a little bit more, and I think that you'll improve. I think like honestly, for being new to the game, I actually think this was pretty good. I actually think you can definitely climb, just improve in that order. And remember, some maps for Zarya won't be as good. So like you said, you like playing Zarya. Don't be afraid to like add like a dive type hero, whether it's like Winston or Diva, to like your hero pool on maps like Dorado, maybe like Second Point, Icowald, etc. So, but good job. I think you definitely can climb. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes, leave a comment. All of that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you can do that. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat right there. We have a lot of fun, so stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.